Hey everyone, Sycra here, and in this composition lesson, I'm going to be talking about low horizons and high horizons, and just how to use them and, how they affect people on a visual level and also an emotional level. So to begin with, I'm going to start with a mid-horizon. So this is when the horizon is right in the middle of the page, or if it's close to the middle. It doesn't have to be, 100% in the middle of the page, but pretty much, when the horizon is close to the middle of the page. And this is an image, obviously, of a train and some train tracks. And the reason I chose that is because these tracks are pointing to the vanishing point. So perspective plays a big role in anything with, horizons. You got to think about the perspective. So this is a middle horizon. And now here we have a high horizon. So with a high horizon, of course, the horizon is higher up on the page. And this is also called a down shot because we're looking down, or it can be called a high angle shot. And now if you go high enough with the horizon, it's going to get you into a bird's eye view. And usually that's with the horizon off the page. Now here we have a low horizon image, and this is also called an upshot because we're looking up. And it's also called a low angle shot or a worm's eye view. So let's just compare all these first of all. So just visually, if we just focus on the silhouette, you can see in the first one, it's pretty boring because half the image is white, pretty much, and half the image is black. In the high horizon piece and the low horizon piece, it's a lot more interesting in terms of division. And so this works when you're, outside, and you'll notice if you watch films and the director's good, they'll tend to favor a lot of high horizon shots and a lot of low horizon shots. And you don't get too many mid horizon shots. And that's just because this is an easy way of getting better composition. Just having your horizon low on the page. And this works for film, it works for photography, and it also works for art. So using high horizons and low horizons is going to make your images more visually interesting. But you have to think about when you're going to use a high horizon or a low horizon. And that's because these compositions affect the viewer emotionally as well. And this really comes into play when you're looking at characters. So let's say we just have a middle horizon. Here's a person, and okay, we don't feel particularly anything unusual. Again, it's maybe a little bit boring, but this person's, fairly stable. Everything feels all right. But now let's look at what happens when we have a high horizon or a down shot. Suddenly, the character feels a little bit vulnerable, weak, insecure, or small. So if you want that effect, especially when you have a character on the page, you could, favor a high horizon. This can work for other things as well, for buildings, but for characters especially, or animals, looking down on them is going to make you feel like they are more weak or small. And the opposite is true for the low horizon. So here, the character appears a lot more intimidating or powerful or confident or just big. I mean, with a high horizon. If you want something to appear small, just go with a high horizon, make the thing small on the page. And, if you want something to appear big, then, low horizon's good because you're looking up. You're actually looking up at this person. So pretty much that's it. There's not much to understanding high horizons and low horizons, but when you start using them in your images a lot, and again, I really like low horizons, and I tend to favor having the horizon, pretty much as low as I can get it. How low can you go? It really helps in composition. So for the next composition lesson, we're going to be focusing on scale. But for now, I hope this helped, and thanks for watching.